You're listening to the AstroMommy Newsletter read-aloud version of my daily horoscope published on Substack. If you would like to read this, please click on the link in the description box below. Without further ado, here is the daily horoscope. Reflecting on internal events by getting a bird's eye view. Moon is out of bounds, Jupiter is now in Pisces, and the Six of Swords. Daily horoscope for Friday, October 28th, 2022. Welcome to the AstroMommy Newsletter, a daily horoscope that hopes to shine a light in the dark, helping us all see where we've been, where we are, and where we're going. The AstroMommy Newsletter is a reader-supported publication, meaning it only thrives thanks to the generous support of lovely people just like you. The two best ways you can support my work are to share this newsletter with a friend and to consider upgrading to a paid subscription. Whether you're a first-time reader or a long-time subscriber, thanks for being here. I truly appreciate you being in my community. I hope you enjoyed today's horoscope and card reading. Blessings. Good morning, friends. First, I would like to say thank you to all of you who have made purchases, booked readings, and donated during this time. I am so very grateful for you and this community. Please know you have my deepest gratitude. We will be able to fix our truck, and we are forever grateful. Thank you. I still have session spots available, so if you would like to book a reading or buy some items from the family Etsy shop or make a donation, the links to the shop, my booking site, and my donation page are listed below. If you are interested in booking a reading, please email me so that we can schedule your session, because I have a limited amount of spots available in my week, and I have the next 3 weeks booked out. And in the spirit of giving and saying thank you, if you make a purchase or donation of any kind or amount over the next 2 weeks, you will be automatically entered to win a free zodiac pendant of your sun sign. This is only for my Substack community. I will announce the winner of this prize on the full moon on November 8th, 2022. Thank you all so much. Okay, let's get into the astrology. The moon is in Sagittarius today, and last night she went out of bounds. She went out of bounds 2 weeks ago when she was in Cancer, and I mentioned this in the weekend report of October 15th through the 16th. What does this mean to be out of bounds? Out of bounds means that a planet's, or in this case the moon's, declination, the distance that she is either north or south from the celestial equator, is further than the obliquity of the Earth, which is 23.5 degrees. The obliquity of the Earth is caused by the tilt of the Earth's axis in relationship to the sun's path, the ecliptic. The sun is bound to this area of our sky and can only travel as high up as the Tropic of Cancer and as low down as the Tropic of Capricorn, thus giving us the seasons. But the planets and the moon are not bound to this plane. I shared what astrologer Stephen Forrest said about an out-of-bounds moon 2 weeks ago, and I'd like to share it again because I love what he said. Quote, "The out-of-bounds moon is spontaneous, emancipated, liberated, released in its own recognizance, and utterly on its own. It has loudly proclaimed, 'You can take this job, marriage, church obligation, moral principle, town duty, and shove it.' The moon has claimed its genius, its passion, and its right to be itself. No need to obfuscate, to be diplomatic, or to lie to anyone anymore, unless you feel like it. No more cacophagous grin. No need to worry about staying in anyone's good graces. Out of bounds, the moon no longer plays the game. It rejects all rules that are not of its own making. Quote, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are finally free at last," said Martin Luther King Jr., unquote. The moon, which governs our bodies, our emotions, and our circumstances, and in mundane astrology has to do with women, especially mothers, is first making a quincunx to Uranus, the planet of sudden change. This could indicate a surprise or a sudden jolt this morning, something that suddenly separates, like the skin of a cherry tomato spewing the inner seeds and juices all over the place. Even though you know the gush is coming, it's still a bit of a surprise. Then in the afternoon, she makes a sextile to Saturn, the planet of limitations, seriousness, and responsibility. This harmonious aspect in the fire sign Sagittarius and the air sign Aquarius could indicate an opportunity to speak your truth today that sets the stage for the whole day. You may feel a sense of redemption as you share your story with authenticity and integrity with anyone who will listen. And couple that with the out-of-bounds energy, and we may have drunk zealots preaching their minds. By tonight, the moon in Sagittarius will square Neptune in Pisces and oppose Mars in Gemini. We may feel a sense of passion, assertiveness, and a desire for change, but at the same time be experiencing a mental fogginess. This combo feels disorienting and could lead to hastiness, quarrels, or inner tension. It reminds me of a toddler learning how to speak and having really important things to say, but because the words aren't coming out clearly, they get mad and throw a temper tantrum out of frustration. People could definitely be acting like toddlers today. I think the best thing to do with this loud, opinionated, uncensored, and intoxicated energy is to have patience with yourself and with others as we try to navigate through this weird energy and find our footing. The moon will move into Capricorn tomorrow, but still be out of bounds all weekend. Wild centaur turns into wild sea goat. The image itself is ludicrous. She doesn't come back to within the obliquity of the Earth until Tuesday, November 1st, 2022. Jupiter has ingressed back into Pisces and is now at 29 degrees Pisces, 58 minutes. Jupiter will retrograde back to 28 Pisces, 47 minutes, and then station direct on November 24th, 2022. The most recent time that Jupiter was within this same degree range from 28 degrees to 29 degrees Pisces was May 3rd through the 10th of this year, 2022, which was actually right in between the solar and lunar eclipses of April 30th and May 16th, just like we are now. The cycles of astrology never cease to amaze me. Look back at your life during that time, because issues or thoughts surrounding events that happened then may resurface and need some reflection or some spiritual healing. Jupiter is at home in Pisces and brings good fortune and protection to those parts of yourself and those places in your life where you feel like an outcast. Jupiter in Pisces brings out our spiritual and religious generosity, so we may all want to share our wealth with those less fortunate, be it actual money, our food, or be it a handmade crocheted hat. We want to share and give thanks to the universe for always providing precisely what we need when we need it. This Jupiter in Pisces, coupled with the Sun in Scorpio, will help us all be more emotionally resilient as we wade through the waters of life, as long as we don't give up hope. Let's move on to the card for the day. What is the guidance for today? 6 of Swords. On this card from the Motherpeace Tarot, we see 6 women flying in a circle high above a grove of 13 evergreen trees. Each woman holds a red rose in her left hand and a sword pointed to the middle of the circle in her right. In the background, there are golden brown mountains that have lost all their green color in the season of autumn. The 6 of Swords represents getting a different perspective, flying high above the situation so that you can gain a new point of view. It also represents taking care of yourself and allowing healing to take place. Vicky Noble says in the Motherpeace Handbook, quote, "As the women join in flight, they think to themselves, quote, something is dying, but at least we have a clear idea of what is really happening. It may not be pleasant, but the ability to see things as a whole always feels good in its own right. At least we're out of the range of pain and confusion," unquote. I feel that this really correlates with the Sagittarius moon. The Sagittarius energy is all about getting that wider vision, that grand perspective, and looking at things through the eyes of our higher selves. I think this card is reminding us to get in touch with that energy today. Take a few steps back and ask honest questions about what lessons we are being taught in our lives right now. Maybe we can get an overview of the quote-unquote syllabus of our life at this time, which can actually give us great clarity. Let me know if this reading resonates with you in the comments. I hope this is helpful. Until tomorrow, AstroMommy.
Today's horoscope was brought to you by the transit of the moon in Sagittarius and Jupiter in Pisces. Quick links and resources can be found at the bottom of the newsletter. Today's card was pulled from the Motherpeace Round Tarot and is available on Amazon. If you purchase anything through the affiliate links that I provide in the newsletters, I will make a small commission, but there are no additional costs to you. I don't share or recommend things that I don't 100% believe in and use myself. Thanks for listening.